And it's the same thing with Jesus. Same thing with Jesus. A lot of people around the world believe in Jesus, or they'll believe in him in different ways, either that he was a good man or that he was a prophet that existed. A lot believe that he's the Son of God. So it's one thing to believe in him. It's another thing, as Scripture will want us to know, it's another thing to believe on him. And to believe on him is that next step of faith to say, I believe on him enough to put my trust in him. This is why Scripture in Ephesians says, Ephesians 3 and 4 in that area, it gives us a picture that Christ is the cornerstone of all things, right? Christ is the cornerstone of all things. And so not only as the cornerstone, not only is he someone you can place your foundation on, build your house, build your foundation on Christ, but he's someone that you can set the direction of your life from, because that's what a cornerstone does. And you guys know if a foundational piece of this building were to be removed, especially one of the foundational pieces around the edge, one of the cornerstones of this building, one of the places that are removed from this building, what it does is it eventually crumbles. And it may start in a corner. It may be something, oh, that's not so important, but eventually the whole structure fails if it's removed. And it's the same way when we look and we believe not only in Jesus, but believe on him. You're placing him, when you believe on him, you're placing him in that place of cornerstone in my life to say, I believe on you, God, for all things. And no matter what I go through, or even if I have weak moments or hard times or whatever, I still believe on you for all things. And so you want to keep that cornerstone in place, even if there's trouble, especially if there's trouble, right? You want the cornerstone in place, especially if there's trouble, because the cornerstone is what helps keep the entire foundation together. And when we begin to fail, or when we begin to even go wrong, is when we start to remove Jesus from different parts and say, I don't need you in this area of my life. And we're removing that cornerstone when he wants to be there for everything.